We are packed into Press Monkey Coffee Shop here in downtown Pleasant Hill, Missouri.
Shaunie, Kansas, Service Brewing.
Roundhouse Coffee here in Gardner, Kansas.
Right now we are in Liberty.
For our next Let's Talk.
Let's Talk.
Let's Talk.
Our Let's Talk series continues right now.
We're passing the mic to these folks.
This is how we get in tune with the community.
It's really nice to be heard. It really is.
Welcome to our Let's Talk special. I'm Caitlin Canute. Back in May, we launched our Let's Talk series, where we come to your community to hear directly from you about what you want to see in our coverage. Our first stop was in Pleasant Hill, Missouri, where we spent a morning at Press Monkey Studio. Here are some of the stories you told us about.
There's many industries that rely on accurate weather forecasts, like our Storm Tracker weather team, all the way to the farmer in the field. And our weather forecasts, they start in offices like this one in Pleasant Hill. It starts with the people and good science. And to learn more about federal staffing reductions at the National Weather Service, I caught up with a man who knows this office the best. When severe weather strikes, Lynn Maximuk is glued to his desktop.
Should see what the forecast is.
Or monitoring data from his backyard weather station.
You've actually got your temperature, dew point, that's the current observation.
In his retirement, he still eats, sleeps, and breathes the weather. He spent 40 years with the National Weather Service, working under multiple administrations and navigating organizational reform.
You had to fight for political life just because everything evolved that way.
He tells me the Weather Service is a family that sticks together, even through this year's government reductions that slashed 600 NWS and NOAA jobs. Nationwide agency staffing is down 20%, and there's even 5 vacancies in the Pleasant Hill office.
If the cuts are too deep, if there's too many vacancies, you're going to have a hard time doing your job.
A NOAA spokesperson told me in a statement that leadership is addressing staffing issues and will begin advertising new positions.
It's going to settle out.
Maximuk says in his experience that staff has only stepped up during a transition, fulfilling its mission to protect life and property.
And you've got some of the most dedicated people you'd ever want to have doing it. And I don't think that you're going to have to worry about things going completely in the dumper.
In Pleasant Hill, Missouri, Ryan Gamboa, KSHB 41 News.
Just past the old train station in downtown Pleasant Hill.
I have heard the stories of downtown Pleasant Hill, the glory days, the good days, since I was a little kid.
Jeff Wilson is a storyteller of his own.
It's kind of like an undiscovered gem. It's like a hidden treasure.
Where you see rust, he sees potential.
People bring me stuff from all over the country. I'm a sucker for a good story. There's a lot of great stories. I've had some doozies.
And those stories line the walls of his restoration shop, Resto 101 for short.
This is a video game.
This was a video game.
There's a TV in there.
Oh, there's a TV in this, yes. A perfect adaptation for a square screen. Who doesn't love a barbecue grill out of a 64 Impala?
A grill on a grill.
He started out in the automotive auto body industry, he says.
This is going to be a gun safe.
But he's been restoring all kinds of things since 1998 and says he has a year-long backlog of projects.
If a project is too messed up or rusted or whatnot, sometimes we can find another purpose for it. As I measured, I cut, I messed up a few things. Cup holders.
And doing it all in the heart of his hometown.
I grew up here. I am the 4th generation from Pleasant Hill. My great grandparents, I believe their wagon broke down. I'm not 100% sure. It's the best place to do business from. It's a big part of my life.
Lindsay Shively, KSHB 41 News.
Our Let's Talk Pleasant Hill Town Hall led me to the school district that is excited to share some major improvements that are already in the works.
I sleep much better at night.
$18.5 million doesn't come around too often.
Right now, every dollar counts.
Pleasant Hill School District Superintendent Wayne Burke leads the charge, administering funds from a no tax increase bond voters passed in April. The money will fund district building upgrades, allow the district to bolster its agriculture and culinary arts career programs, and lead to big-time improvements at the football stadium. These changes come at a time when the Flock's leadership is facing a challenge.
We are declining in enrollment.
We're in declining enrollment.
In the last 5 years, the district lost 350 students. It's a problem that's not just isolated to northeast Cass County, but both Missouri and Kansas saw a near 4% drop in school enrollment in the last decade, an NBC News report found. Nationwide enrollment also dropped 3%. Suzanne Brenneman tells me COVID and societal factors are to blame.
We see more students doing an online or a virtual learning platform or even a homeschool than maybe we have in the years past.
District leaders hope bond improvements will entice families to get back in the classroom by growing programs and resources to set students up for success.
The board is giving our kids opportunities that we've not had in recent years.
And we're trying to be cutting edge. We're trying to be on the forefront, and our kids deserve that.
In Pleasant Hill, Missouri, Ryan Gamboa, KSHB 41 News.
Next up, we're heading over the state line to Shawnee, Kansas, where we'll introduce you to a woman who's restoring childhood dreams.
This is her missing leg, and we're going to attach it.
One doll or teddy bear at a time. The next stop in our Let's Talk series was in Shawnee at Service Brewing Company. Here's a look at just a few of the stories we heard about while we were there.
Our Let's Talk series in Shawnee brought me to a near-empty shopping center that residents want to see brought back to life. With development plans in place, people in Shawnee tell me it's been a long time coming.
It's been a years-long effort to remake the once booming Westbrook Village shopping center. Adam Jones lives right next door.
Kansas City feels like one of those places where local business is such a critical element to just so many other areas, and I feel like this little block here is kind of lacking in that.
Melissa Sabin lives next door too. She sees the potential of the space on 75th and Quivira.
It's been kind of an eyesore, so I'm just very excited that they're finally doing some construction, upgrading it, and putting some things in there.
The current developer took over the site last year. He says there are plans for about an $18 million project that will bring a grocery store to the center, and that the timeline for this is the end of the year. The city first approved those plans in 2017. The developer also says there are some other tentative tenants being discussed.
We have been looking around, but I think if this gets finished sometime soon, we will be renewing.
Jenny Ast is next door as well. She's excited for how this could paint the future of Shawnee.
I think it would bring a lot more money into this community as well, and a lot more traffic. And I think that would help enrich Shawnee as a whole and bring more people into this area.
And Adam Jones just hopes the years-long wait is worth it.
I would rather just see 0 abandoned buildings. That's the kind of goal in my head.
In Shawnee, Elise Shaunie, KSHB 41 News.
During our Let's Talk series, a neighbor told me to step outside and check across the street the doll cradle. And I can tell now why she told me to check this place. It has thousands of items and hundreds of dolls. But it is right here where the magic happens.
This is her missing leg, and we're going to attach it.
Connie Harrell has been giving new life to dolls for 55 years.
These are very old antique leather gloves.
She calls herself the head doll doctor.
We're using them now for our patching.
A title she holds proudly.
I saved the life of a real important teddy bear.
Lives, she says, that can have different values. A financial one.
I had a lady brought in a teddy bear. It was $6,000, and she had no idea.
And the sentimental one.
We do rush surgery for anybody that has to have their toys.
That one's really cool.
Ben Thomas says the place is a portal to nostalgia. As a kid, he couldn't have dolls.
And Mom wouldn't let me play with her because boys don't play with dolls.
Almost 60 years later, he embraced what he missed.
It was like my childhood was suddenly right there.
It became a collection with more than 200 Barbies.
I'd bring one in that just looked terrible, and it would go to the doll hospital, and when it came back to me, she looked like 1960.
There's so many things going on in the world, but to know that you did something to change somebody's life and to care about somebody and let them know you care about them, all of that is so much more important.
Connie says time has gone by in a blink of an eye. And with rising costs, things haven't been easy.
Every day is a struggle.
But she's stitching the pieces together, remaining strong for her clients.
We really know our people need us.
Feelings she hopes will never fade. In Shawnee, Fernanda Silva, KSHB 41 News.
Coming up, we're taking our series to Gardner, Kansas, where we met a group of hometown ladies whose friendship stood the test of time.
We all had normal school fun together, and it's just great to have people that remember those things.
Plus, a restaurant where mealtime might turn into a cage match at any moment. In June, our Let's Talk series took us to Groundhouse Coffee in Gardner, Kansas, hometown of KSHB 41's own Daniela Leon. That's where she heard about a fun story highlighting a unique part of Mexican culture.
The fight for food is on at a Luchador restaurant here in Gardner, Kansas, where you'll be doing more than slamming down a good meal.
Very proud of my culture. I get very emotional and happy when I see people that come in and they like our history.
Welcome to the Flavor Dome, featuring Manuel Loreje's authentic Mexican recipes guarded by these vigilant culinary fighters.
My mom is the one that we go through all her recipes, and she's the one that double checks.
He and his family are working around the clock and making sure each enchilada, quesadilla, elote is ready to give your taste buds the ultimate finisher's delight.
Love my roots, where I came from. So, and that's what that we try to show. That's why the colors that we have in the restaurant, they're bright.
As you're enjoying these heavyweight portions and hopefully not tapping out before dessert, you'll also get a history lesson about the authentic side of this Mexican luchador culture, like El Santo.
They were movie stars, they were actors, and every time you saw them on TV, they always had their suits, but they always had the mask.
Back in May, to celebrate their first anniversary, El Luchador decided to bring a professional wrestling company to join in on the action. And even if you don't make it through their doors, if you're lucky, your food run will feature an unexpected move.
Sometimes we put different masks every time we deliver food to them. And sometimes people even stop you to try to get pictures with you. So, yeah.
But El Luchador says the main event is all about making sure Gardner no longer feels like they're on the ropes.
We're trying to do here between a lot of businesses to promote more, to have more fun things for people, so they actually stay here in Gardner and help support local businesses.
Daniela Leon, KSHB 41 News. If you're stepping into Groundhouse Coffee on a Thursday morning, you'll smell the coffee and probably hear some laughter towards the back. Lots of laughter from these 6 women who've made a tradition coming here once a week for coffee and conversation.
Once a week. Some of these are more faithful than others.
These women not only laugh together, they grew up with each other here in Gardner.
Look at that hair. What would that been, 1970? Yeah, 55 years. It was the first time I met Julie. I recall it vividly. We were in a Christmas concert or something, being on the stage, and she goes, "Hi, I'm Julie."
Julie, Janet, Merle, Julie, Kathy, and Gail.
There's the picture. Now that should have been a model.
They've seen each other in the early phases of life.
I was experimenting with makeup, and Julie whispered at me, Kathy, you got a little bit of eyeshadow.
The highlights.
In 75, we were sophomores, and our basketball team went to state, and that was huge for us. It had been a long time for the town. Of course, now we're 6A football champs. So.
And the heavy ones.
My husband passed away. Actually, I think the coffee started with this one right here shortly after, and they were all there through it all. Just wasn't any question. They just were there.
They've leaned on each other.
They're my rocks. They're just very special all the time, whether it's a joy, a sorrow, or anything. They're the sounding boards of everything.
And their families.
My mom died in '93, and I think mine was probably the first. And these guys shared their mothers with all of us. And Janet's got the last mother living. And she calls us her other brothers.
She does.
Yeah.
In fact, she was so excited that we were going to be talking to Channel 41. And I think we lightened the heaviness of our lives.
In a place they call home.
That's where the family is and the friends.
We all had normal school fun together, and it's just great to have people that remember those things.
The reason why they stay?
It's just home. I mean, I would lose more support than I would gain. I mean, that's true. Out of Gardner, so I stay.
And catch up over coffee.
I really look forward to my Thursday mornings.
Ray Daniel, KSHB 41 News.
To wrap up this first installment of Let's Talk, we're heading over to Liberty, Missouri, the site of an historic bank robbery.
It's just a part of the history, not always a beautiful part, but it's a part of the history.
Find out how it ended coming up next. In Liberty, Missouri, our team spent an evening chatting with the community at 3 Halves Brew Pub and Barbecue. Here's a sample of some of the stories we learned about there.
I'm accountability reporter Isabella Ladon, and we're bringing you the Liberty Voices as a part of our Let's Talk series. I found out that there's supposed to be a bridge that goes over Birmingham Road at this railroad crossing to avoid an increase in traffic from the trains, but it's going to cost much more than the city can afford. Dozens of trains take one of CPKC's most important railways connecting Chicago to Kansas City. It's why the company decided to merge 2 years ago, increasing the number of daily trains going through Liberty.
Now we're getting close to 40 when this is done.
The locomotives go through one of Liberty's most important thoroughways, too. Birmingham Road connects 291 and Liberty Parkway, along with 2 major housing developments.
It's going to be a tremendous delay for police or fire to get around through a detour.
That's why City Councilman Jeff Watt is helping bridge the divide. CPKC gave Liberty $250,000 to look into adding a bridge around the crossing, but it doesn't even come close to the cost.
$10 million is a sticker shock for a community of 32,000 people.
Does Liberty have $10 million in the budget to add a bridge like that?
No.
The high price derailed Liberty's plans to go around the railway. Now, city leaders are trying to get back on track.
We're now looking at what the cost may be to go directly over the bridge to see how much we can find in efficiencies.
Watt lives just 3.5 blocks from the tracks. While he says there haven't been any major problems yet from the increase in trains, he sees the urgency to keep the crossing clear.
At this point in time, we're just trying to find a realistic option to build the bridge.
In Liberty, Isabella Ladon, KSHB 41 News.
I'm KSHB Liberty reporter Fernanda Silva, and during our Let's Talk series, I learned about the Jesse James Bank Museum. It was a snowy day of 1866 when his gang rode their horses to this bank for the first ever bank robbery of its kind.
It was February 13th around 2 p.m. 2 men walked into the bank at the historic square in Liberty.
They asked to change a bill. When the person working at the bank at the counter that day came up, they pulled some guns on that person, jumped over, demanded the money, and robbed the bank.
12 people believed to be led by Jesse James stole around $66,000. That would be $1.6 million in today's money. The group fled on their horses.
No reward had to ever be paid. No one was ever caught and incarcerated or convicted.
In their wake, they left a deceased body and an empty vault that has stood strong for almost 170 years, just like other parts of the building.
Hearing the floorboards still creak, seeing the tintype on the ceilings.
A story that is being told where it happened, in the heart of Liberty. Brian and Dan help keep it alive.
It truly defines the Wild West.
It's just a part of the history, not always a beautiful part, but it's a part of the history.
They say visitors come from all over to hear the tales of the outlaws.
There's so much legend out there. We want to bring some reality to the situation and really teach the history of how these things happen.
In Liberty, Fernanda Silva, KSHB 41 News.
Thanks so much for joining us for this Let's Talk special. Stay tuned to find out when we'll be coming to your town or city soon. In the meantime, have a great day.